So it's the week before Thanksgiving. Most of you are pretty nervous or fucked in the head, probably prepared to bring some drinks. You'll take Wednesday off to take a flight or take the Amtrak or take a road trip all the way to whatever fucking state you are. If you're Hawaii, you take the flights. Alaska, you take a pack of dogs and a snow sled. And you're nervous. You got to go see cousin Joey, cousin Kenta, cousin Shota, cousin Ranjit, cousin Vito, Vinny, Sal, Darnell, Tyrone, cousin Abilardo, cousin Huicho, whoever, whatever ethnicity you are, you got to deal with people. But if you're like me, you don't deal with anybody. Now, this is what I tell you. You get a bucket of chicken, you get a complete meal, right? And then you have the French Connection. I showcased this last year. Actually, maybe it was last year. I had to do this before for my cousin's. My cousin has stage 4 cancer. I don't know where her cancer is right now. I told you I went to that. Actually, go to the links below, and I'll tell you exactly what happened with the dinners. In short, the dinners were not. It was not pleasant, and I made a decision not to go back. The family Thanksgiving was just shit. Okay. So on the links below in the description, you'll see how frustrated I was before and then after. And then you'll see my True Force Loneliness Thanksgiving from last year in the description. So how should you feel uh, as far as going to having Thanksgiving by yourself? Well, don't worry about anyone. Fuck what anyone thinks. Think for yourself. Do for yourself. Act for yourself. Now, I I have really no real choice. I'm not talking to anybody in my family. My my two sisters, both of you, you know who you are, especially my youngest sister who served in the Merchant Marines. All of you know that I'm just kind of waving one finger to all of you. I'm done. Okay. You all have your own lives. I have my life. I just don't care. Now, that's my decision. That is my choice. And all of you are going to have to respect my choice, just like I respect your choices. I respect all of you who want to do what you want to do. This, for me, is something I happened by accident. Now, this movie is actually a Christmas movie because the opening scene tells you it's a Christmas movie. Yet I chose Thanksgiving because, I don't know, this doesn't feel like a Christmas movie. It's where everything goes to fuck. Now, to me, Thanksgiving is about everyone trying to get along. But unfortunately, we won't get along on compromised terms. It's always on someone's selfish terms. Someone's selfish to say, let's get along, but on my terms. No, we should get along on a terms that everyone is going to feel a little slighted, a little cheated, but we all gain something in return. Not one person commands everyone else. Fuck you. That's not how things work. It's we know when Native Americans, after a lot of them were slaughtered by the Spanish inquisitors and land was taken, and some Native Americans even conspired with whites to have black slaves. That was true. A lot of dark history. But you had pilgrims, you had the Quakers come on the Mayflower to break bread, to make because they didn't want to be in England anymore, so they wanted to find new ways. So I guess you could say that the Quakers, the Pilgrims, weren't going out of their way to kill people, unlike Hernan Cortez, unlike Christopher Columbus with the smallpox, like a lot of missionaries, which is why I'm not religious. I don't like when people literally beat Christianity into you, which was it was okay to do that 200 years ago to literally beat the living cross into someone, to jam a cross up someone's ass because they were Native American. They had their own beliefs. So it's about people trying to break bread with people that are unlike themselves. I don't think we're going to see Geeks and Gamers and Angry Joe have a Thanksgiving together along with PewDiePie. That's just too much to ask. So what you can do is have Thanksgiving for yourself. The place I go to, they served, let me tell you what they serve. They serve fried chicken. So you get 3 pieces of fried chicken, leg, breast, and wing. Then you get onion rings. Then you get French fries, garlic toast, garlic butter toast, I think, and salad, and a drink. And that's for like 10 or 11 bucks. And you can sit here and watch the movie. If you watch it on Blu-ray 4K, I watch it on DVD. That's what I do. And that's what I will continue to do until I ever have to leave here, until my mom dies, whichever happens. This is the thing I choose to do. You may choose to do yours differently. That's fine. I think you should. But I really, like I said, I don't know what else to tell you. This is what I do. I enjoy it. I watch everything on this. You can watch the commentaries. You can watch, there's nothing but the commentaries, I think, as far as special features. Yeah, you get commentaries. There's nothing else really to this. Commentaries are interesting. Sonny Grasso is still alive. Gene Hackman is still alive, but the real, what is it? I forgot the guy. The real Popeye Doyle's dead. And Rod Schneider, I think, is it Rod Schneider or Rob Schneider? Yeah, Roy Schneider. He's dead. So, some people are still around. They can tell you all these great things about the 70s. But this is the best cop movie because they failed at the end. So before I leave, as we hit the 7-minute mark, let me just wait till we get to the 7-minute mark. About COPPA. Now, COPPA is cracking down because YouTube fucked up and advertised to kids, and they weren't supposed to. They violated the law. So now they have to come up with a way to appease the FTC, and they throw it on YouTubers. And I think that's bullshit. One YouTuber who could be mistaken for Arlo the puppet, because he's a puppet, this Scottish gent, he's worried about his channel he's worried about going to jail and paying $42,000. I don't think it's that draconian, but those things are set in place to kind of put everybody on edge, and it works. If you are a big YouTuber and you appeal to children, you have to be worried if you're monetizing your videos and what's happening. I'm not worried. My videos, as you can tell, motherfucker, because they're not for kids. They're not. They may be for, I would say, maybe teenagers who are finishing high school, young adults. I hope you're all paying attention. But really, I think it's more for people who have finished college, people who are a bit battle scarred, people who've had job rejections, girlfriend rejections, just in general, trying to find their way through life, trying to beat the alcohol. Now, the thing about me is that I don't drink and I don't do drugs because if I'm ever homeless, which is not an unlikely possibility, I don't want people to say, oh, here's the scapegoat, motherfucker. You drink too much. You smoke too much. You do too much crack. You do too much marijuana. You do too much DMT. You do too much PCP, XYZ. That's why you're fucked up. You got to get out the drugs, man, and then you'll be all better. See, now I say, well, I'm not on drugs, so I'm still having problems. So now what? Now what, motherfucker? You tell me, because you keep telling me. You telling me I'm on drugs. I'm telling you I'm not. So now what is the scapegoat? It's the system. The system is what drives people to do drugs to begin with, and they're fucked up because things aren't what they used to be. So it's really, for me, I'm not worried about this channel. I do not monetize. I may ask for money later on, but I won't do it through Patreon, and I will not do it through monetization. I'll find another way, probably around the holidays. After Thanksgiving for sure. But I have zero regrets about the decisions I am making now. The volunteering efforts I'm doing, the art that I'm coming up with. I may come up with new art. I may try something else, but that is my decision to make. And like I said, this Thanksgiving is a, like it's just, this is what I'm trying to do now. It's just making decisions for myself. COPPA, like I said, and I agree with the quartering, Jeremy. I think that they should have some sort of FTC regulation in place to protect kids, but the YouTubers need to have a conference as well, at least the major ones. The only problem with that is that major YouTubers may not speak for all YouTubers, but at least they there has to be a way for everyone to be compensated and not to have to pay heavy fines or have some kooky right wing or left wing wacko say, "Oh, your stuff is violating the rules, so it's not for kids or is for kids. Okay, we're going to fine you. Okay, we're going to shut you down, take your computer." Yeah, that's not going to happen that easily. So you have to alleviate some fears, but be wary of the law and just go through your old videos, go through everything and just double check and talk to an attorney if you feel nervous. But for now, um, try to enjoy your Thanksgiving, with not too much on your plate. And I will try to do some more creative things. I just put up something on my channel. I don't have too much confidence in what I just put up, but I'm going to try new things and see what works and what doesn't. Until then, stay safe.